Team Fortress 2 is a game that's over 15 years old, and it has had its fair share of ups and downs. I got my first taste of TF2 back in around 2011 when it went free to play, and I was instantly hooked. My computer at the time was a calculator, but I still had a blast playing Neon Heights servers with my school friends. I continued playing the game on and off up until around 2021, where I just lost interest. To me, TF2 was defined by its community, but that community, well, it didn't really seem all there anymore. I found a lot of the servers I used to once enjoy were gone, and most people I knew had moved on. So I did the same, but after seeing some more YouTube videos chatting about the potential of TF2's future, I thought this would be actually a good time to discuss that and its many issues. Now, to keep things simple, I'm only going to go over a few brief things that are my opinion at the end of the day, so please take that with a grain of salt. And let's get into it. The first thing I've noticed with TF2 over the past year or so is how its trading scene has become stagnant. Now, the reason for this is actually because of price inflation, most of these inflations happening to unusual Halloween related items and spell related items. The demand for these things have gone through the roof, and some people started paying pretty questionable prices for said items. And this in turn just made all the other related spells and effects rise as well. It's gotten to the point where most Halloweens and higher end spells are just not affordable, and this does hurt the longevity of the game because TF2 relies heavily on its trading system. For me personally, I found trading to be a lifeline for the game because it opened up the possibility for more content. People who wanted to try out different class variations could trade for different weapons, and this also includes people who just like to decorate themselves, as weird as that might be. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that by locking out a lot of people from the trading scene with automated robots and inflated prices, most of them aren't going to be trading anymore. And yes, I know there's people out there who will say, but the game is fun and trading shouldn't matter. Well, yeah, that's true to some extent, but trading actually matters a lot, and it matters more than people think. So I strongly believe that with these crazy inflated prices that have been seen over the past year or so, a lot of newcomers will be uninterested in the trading scene, which will turn a lot of them away. So the second reasons TF2's future might not be so long-lived is due to its issue within the community. As of lately, a YouTuber by the name of Turkey Tom made a video called the TF2 Degenerates. In this video, he goes through a ton of evidence displaying how these Scrap.tf employees and co-owner were asking minors for naked photos and just being outright pedophiles. If you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend you watch it because it does an excellent job at showing off how I felt about the community. And he even mentions Mecharek, who was a massive TF2 pedophile back in the day. My time on servers for the most part was fun, but there were a lot of weird and creepy people, besides pedophiles of course. But anyways, most of the people I encountered were furries who had weird naked drawings of themselves displayed on their profiles. But what was also weird is how a lot of the furries and bronies would get really upset when you'd ask questions about their fursonas and other stuff, because apparently every person now should know why you choose to identify as a naked shark hybrid. Needless to say, TF2 has the weirdest community I've ever seen personally while trading, which says something because I traded CSGO for 5 years and I didn't encounter much, but TF2 just seems to attract a lot of creepy individuals. The last and final issue that I see being the most detrimental to TF2's life is its bot issue. This topic has been beat to death, but Valve doesn't do anything about it. When I was leaving the game, I recall the bot issue being the cherry on top for me, as I couldn't get into a single casual game without bots constantly joining and ruining my kill streaks. And while yes, Valve did make some updates to try and prevent the bots, it didn't take long nor actually ever work. As War Owl and other YouTubers have said, TF2 is the neglected middle child of Valve's family, and this statement couldn't be any more but true. Valve is just really burnt out with TF2 at this point, and there's a lack of interest in fixing an issue that is literally killing their game. Even the summer update news blog stating how the game will get new cosmetics was changed after a few days to state that the cosmetics were coming from the community and not from Valve, which left a lot of people disappointed. It's these little things like this that show how Valve is just disinterested in developing for TF2 anymore. And well, who could blame them? The game's really old at this point, and most of the developers just want to put their time into newer stuff. So that's my hot take on TF2 and some of its many issues. I could be totally wrong and the summer update might blow everyone away, but based on the track record for the past few years, I just don't see it happening. Anyways, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.